Well, the most important thing is that there will be no charges against Charles Leblanc in relation to events that happened at the legislature on the 16th of May. So we're very pleased about that. I think you'll recall you were at the earlier press conference at the beginning of May. At the beginning of May, there were defamatory libel charges went away. There was a call from Charles for a public inquiry. There was a response from the city that was announced, and then within a matter of days, this happened at the Legislative Assembly. Charles was doing what Charles does, which, as you very well know, as people know, he's been on the grounds of the Legislative Assembly hundreds of times, and he goes there. He does much as other bloggers and journalists do. Stands there, waits for someone, waits for a politician, waits to do an interview. Somehow the rules of the game changed on that day. He was forcibly removed from the grounds by security staff and the Fredericton police constable. So at this stage we have more questions and answers about this, but I want to say a few things. First of all, number one, this was business as usual for Charles. There was nothing exceptional. He did not pose a security risk. He was directed to leave and then removed almost immediately. And number two, he did not assault. He didn't kick anyone. He didn't push anybody. He was simply very surprised, I guess, at this new direction from security at the legislature. So what that boils down to is we think we need to have a look at the rules that are in place around access to the Legislative Assembly. And we'll be thinking about that and we'll be asking some questions in the coming weeks. I guess the good news is we're kind of back to where we were at the beginning of May. We're on an even keel heading into the review that's now being conducted by Bernard Richard, and we don't have this dark cloud hanging over Charles.
Charles is not the only person banned from the grounds of the legislature, and I would think that the legislature has the right to, the people of the legislature, the Legislative Affairs Committee has the right to ban people they deem should not be on the property. In this case, it was a case of what they call assault by trespass. So if someone who's banned from the property and they ask them to leave and they don't leave, then that's, I guess, constitutes the charge. What do you think of that?
Well, the situation is, as I've said, that there was a normal established, and Leblanc was on the grounds of the Legislative Assembly. It was well within the powers of the security staff there or others to advise him that there was now a different regime in place. We're not talking a matter of a few days. We're not saying that he snuck onto the grounds. He was there. There's a video on his blog of him on the grounds of the legislature. All the journalists have seen him there. So something happened to change. The rules changed. He was, and what happened. So,
probably not a lot more we can say, really.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is news.
Well, and the funny thing is